Growing up, everyone in my family played an instrument. My dad played the drums, my sister played the guitar, and my mom played the piano. So there's always been like a musical background in my family. But up until like 9th grade, I never really got into music. My sister really got me into electronic music, which is what I listen to today and what I love to DJ. So finally in 9th grade, my parents got me a smaller version of what I now have today. And I thank my parents for getting me this because it's led to a lot of different pathways that I feel like I never would have experienced before. And I feel like this board itself has a lot more meaning to it than a lot of other people would think. Being able to create music and be provided with the tools to create music is something that I've really been thankful for in my life. If it wasn't for DJing, I definitely would not have made as many friends or travel the US and have a great time experiencing different shows and music festivals. So I definitely feel like producing and DJing has really influenced my life in a positive way. And music is something that I feel like everyone can relate to and everyone really listens to, because so many different kinds of people, cultures, religions can identify it, because there's so many different kinds of music that everyone can relate to all over college campuses, big cities, and even day-to-day life. You'll see people with headphones in, most likely listening to music.
Alright, so this is the Pioneer DDJ SX2. There's many different kinds of these controllers and brands such as Newmark, Denon. It's all preference, but basically it's symmetrical on all sides. These filters, high, mid, low. Your high is basically controls your vocals, your mid controls your the instruments, and then your low controls your bass lines. These filters up here have to do with effects that you would choose to your laptop, essentially your pause play button. The channels correlate to the amount of songs that can be loaded, so each channel can have one song going at the same time. Essentially 4 songs could be playing at the same time if you wanted. The jog wheel controls your typical scratching noises, seeking to and from the song. And then your cue would be what you listen to through your headphones. And yeah.
I don't know. She take my money, well, I'm in need. This is a trifling. I don't know much of anything.
Electronic music really wasn't around until the 1980s in big cities such as Chicago, New York, LA, and even at that time it wasn't that big of a scene. A lot of events were held in underground warehouses, abandoned warehouses, small clubs. There wasn't a huge community that went along with it. As well as DJs back then used vinyls and actually had to buy records to scratch, whereas now everything, you can load 1,000 songs onto your USB and just plug it into your turntable and you have it all at your disposal right there. As well as the events and the culture that goes along with it. Back then, not a lot of people were into it. Techno was the main subgenre of quote-unquote electronic dance music, and it really wasn't until the 90s that it started making its way around the world. And when that happened, it took off like a wildfire. Even now, today, as you can see, there's so much that goes into electronic music. There's so many different 3, 4, even 5-day music festivals with in Belgium, for example, Tomorrowland has over 400,000 people that attend each year, which is a massive gathering of people who all enjoy the same music and who all love the same kind of music. Electronic music has come such a long way from where it has started, where it's become a nationalized industry and a major nightlife industry. And with that, with the increase of that, also comes the increase in the business aspect of it, with the production quality of EDM events rising exponentially. Along with the attendance, it's constantly growing. There's always more people that wanting to go to these events.
feel their passion.
You're making people happy. You're changing people's lives in some ways. You are pushing the buttons of emotions on individuals based on what you create. For me, that's what I have to give to the world. That's my purpose in life. And I think that I've tried everything else, but the only thing I know to do very, very well is a DJ.
It sounds maybe a bit cheesy, but the whole peace, love, unity, and respect thing is kind of, it really binds people together. It's hard to describe or to say anything about. You just have to feel it.
Well, you can wear what you want, you can dance how you want, you can be who you want, you can see what DJs you want to see, and everyone loves you, and it's just like a mutual feeling of love and like acceptance, and everyone loves the same music.
And I think that's what it's about. I think it's about losing yourself in the music and not really caring about the way you look or the way you act or sound, and you're just there to lose yourself.
And it's something that's truly special. I mean, you look at the faces of all the people that are attending this, and it's something incredible.
In the end of the day, it's kind of like the power of music. It's what makes you think about where you are right now, how you're feeling, and what the DJ is creating. And that's awesome that you're able to completely control the moment where everyone comes together as one.
You just watched some DJs talk about their experience with the culture and what they think of it. And personally, it's honestly a place where people can go and experience no judgment. It's a place where they can escape from reality, whether it's their own problems with depression, anxiety, work, family, and somewhere where they can go and be comfortable and make you feel like you're part of something bigger. These type of events are places not only as a temporary escape for people, but places where you are not judged for your flaws by anybody. And they're places where even I have found some of my lifelong friends. And I have a connection with those friends that is indescribable and means the world to me. It's a lot more than a movement, this culture. It's something different than a lot of cultures we've seen. It's about acceptance, respecting others, loving each other, uniting and sharing an experience, and something that everyone loves together. It's about living in the moment and enjoying the people around you, enjoying being with the people around you, and it's something that is indescribable unless you experience it for yourself.